In this video, I'm going to help you learn how to compliment a woman. You know that kind of compliment that is spot on? A compliment, especially that doesn't just talk about physical appearance, right? Because there are many women who say, Joyce, every time I go on my Instagram, there's a guy trying to start a conversation, but he always saying things like, hey, beautiful, hey, gorgeous, oh, you're so hot, and sending that little devil face, sending that drooling emoji, right? So today, in this video, you're going to stay until the end. It's not for you to fast forward with your finger, because otherwise it won't be of any use. You're here, so before we start talking, I'm going to ask you to give a like. Right in this video, share it with as many friends as you have with your girlfriends. Also, with that co-worker of yours who never gets it right. I got the reference. You can also share it in the family group and subscribe to the channel, because here, every week, there's a video for you, man, for you, woman, for couples who want to give a boost to their life, who want to have a happier, more exciting life. So, get your paper and pen ready, because I'm going to start talking to you now. Compliments that are like music to women's ears. First compliment. Hold on, I'm just going to look for it here first. I can't see. I got my phone here, okay? Because there are a few phrases. I'm not going to memorize everything here by heart, but I want to include these phrases here because they are phrases that I found impactful. Especially because, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, many men only refer to a woman's beauty. And often a woman doesn't just want to hear compliments about her physical appearance. Because folks, most women have much more to offer, right? And let's be honest, physical appearance is what catches attention in the first few minutes, right? Because how many times, at least I've had this experience of meeting men who were super handsome. And then you talk to the person, 2 minutes, and you said, my goodness, what am I doing here wasting my time with this person? Because sometimes just beauty, sometimes not, right? Folks, most of the time just beauty, look, it doesn't count. So let's go. Of course. Compliments you can give that aren't about appearance. Of course, you're not going to send one out of nowhere. Oops, you are strong. No, that doesn't happen there. You are having a chat. And then she said something that made you think, wow, I like that. Wow, to have that attitude, a person needs to be strong. And sometimes you just thought that, but you didn't go there and didn't verbalize it. And she won't guess your thoughts. So, a nice compliment is to take. Reference, or related to what she is talking to you about, the conversation you are having. And then you make exactly that comment, wow, to have the courage to do that. Or you have to be a very strong, very brave person. So, women like to hear that they are strong, not just in terms of, oh, bodybuilding, no. Another compliment you can also give that doesn't mention appearance is to praise the conversation. You know that person, you must definitely know. Someone you absolutely know. It could be a friend. And if you could, you would undoubtedly spend hours and hours talking. That person who has a nice, pleasant conversation. That if you need to have, whether it's a soda there, sitting on the sidewalk, or a beer, you stay there, standing with the person, sometimes smoking your cigarette, I don't know, whatever you're doing. That you just like being there near the person, the conversation is enjoyable, so you could spend hours. This is a compliment that women love. Saying, wow, you have such a pleasant conversation. I could spend hours here, talking with you, like what I just told you. Another compliment, your laugh is delightful. Of course, right, folks, it also has to be sincere. If you didn't like the girl's laugh, I think also. If you didn't like the crush's laugh, not even with the crush, you won't want to waste your time anymore, right? Since you didn't like the laugh. Yeah. Although you guys, right, there are some cheeky men. Oh, Jessica, I'm feeling other things. Other attributes that she has. Well, but if you want, I'm joking here, but if you want to have something more like serious with the girl, that kind of compliment, right? Your laugh, a pleasant laugh. It's nice, especially because it's worth investing and looking for someone whose laugh you like. Okay, folks, that you don't feel attracted only by the body. because you're next to someone who provides you with many moments of joy, of laughter, or moments to comfort you, to cry with you. That is priceless. Another compliment. You are inspiring. Wow. What woman wouldn't like a compliment like that? Not just women, but I believe you men too, right? When a woman comes and says, wow, you inspired me with that idea of yours. So, like, having this chat with you was nice because I had, some insights. You inspired me. You are a person who inspires me. Many singers, poets have their muses of inspiration. So we like this compliment. You are amazing. Who wouldn't like to hear a compliment like that, right? Another compliment as well. I liked what you did. So sometimes the person had a nice attitude, okay? For example, treated a waiter well. Of course, that's nothing more. The person is just doing their duty. But sometimes you were very kind to someone you didn't have to be. You see that the person was, polite. They did something you liked, right? That, that feeling in your heart? Like, you're there at the beginning, right? Flirting. The person does something you like, I'm liking it even more. How annoying, like that. When they do something like that, you go and say, I liked what you did. Then you say, attitude, I love that you listen to me. The man who knows how to listen to a woman doing the famous active listening that I talk about here on the channel earns a lot of points. Listen to a woman, okay? You turn to her and say, I love that you listen to me. You can turn and say this to the woman. But when a woman turns to you and says, I love that you listen to me, my friend, you're already several steps ahead because it's very difficult for a man to truly listen to a woman. It's not just listening, like when you're there listening to music that sometimes you don't even notice is playing. Listening is paying attention, looking into the eyes, giving feedback on what the person is saying. Not like the person is talking and you're on your phone. True. Yes, wow, it's true. Oh, for God's sake, right? Another thing, I love when someone says this to me. It's a phrase, then fact. You're amazing for being who you are nowadays. It's rare. Not you listening. That's rare too, but it's rare for people to truly be who they are. So, if you're with someone and they are truly being themselves, and you admire that, verbalize it, tell them, give a compliment that isn't just about physical appearance. Okay, and another thing that we women love is when you say you make a difference in my life. That's if it's true, okay folks? But you see how many cool things. I mentioned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 things here for you. An 8-minute video here, 8 and 21. And there are many cool things for you to say, to express yourself, to tell a woman or a man. This video isn't just for women, but it's not just like, oh, how hot you are, how beautiful you are. Oh, what a body, Of course, when you're in a moment, just the two of you, in an intimate situation, you'll say she's beautiful, that she's hot, that you love that butt, that everything. But in this moment of courtship, when you're getting to know the person, it's not cool to look at her like a flame, hot with a devilish face, mouth drooling, Got it? And another thing, want to check out my online training? For you to learn how to do my famous tantric massage technique? Click on the link in the description. I'm sure you'll love it. And for those who stayed with me until the end, put it there. Hashtag until the end. I'll leave a special kiss there for you. Bye, and see you next week. Next video, I don't know. Until the next day then.